Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have our Terran versus Protoss match here for our next round here up in the ESL Pro Tour Europe. And it is the weekly. We are jumping into game 2. I was just looking for a game to join, and we were thankfully able to find one. So here I am in the top right, leading the series 1-0. He is Krystianer from Team Blazer, which reminds me of Blazer, which is a really nice jacket to wear when you want to look good, impress your in-laws. In the bottom left, a completely ordinary Terran player. He is special. You see what I did there? You see that? Huh? It was like a little, huh? I said he was ordinary, but his name was special. Get it? Yeah. Well, that's why no one asked me to cast anything anymore. 2 gases, very early. This is quite unusual. And he's even going to go for the early depot block. That's some Wings of Liberty levels-ish right there. Because what Krystianer wants to do is probably scout. I don't know what happened in game 1. So maybe he got cheesed. Maybe something weird happened and he's thinking to himself, I don't want to worry. Yeah, look, he's going to go Cybercore before Nexus. So that says probably everything that needs to be said, that he wants to definitely take an aggressive stance. But seeing this, it may also have just been a spot decision that was made because he thought, okay, well, if he's going to go for not a fast expand, I should probably get my core first. So basically this whole entire game is weird now. 2 SCVs on each gas. So he's going to give up about 20% of his gas income doing that. It's not too much. Surprisingly, the third SCV, mining a refinery, is significantly less efficient than the other 2. So he's got a probe going to the top left. I guess he's looking for proxies. This Marine from Special's looking. This probe is also looking. He wants to know if there's something hidden on the map. Special is definitely the kind of player that could do some crazy stuff, but it looks like he's setting up to do... Is this going to be a 1 base 2-1-1 from Special? What else could this... well, man, Stim is going to be so late. Stim would be so late. There's a starport. I really don't know what to make of this. I'm actually very uncertain as to what is going to happen in this game now. It's highly unusual, to say the least. He's got the cool skin, though. He's got the frosted tips Stalker. This Stalker was a really big fan of Justin Timberlake and NSYNC in 1998. That's all I'm going to tell you. You guys remember that live concert they did in Madison Square Garden? We all live in a Pokemon world. That's some good right there. My dad put that on for us. It's good stuff. Fun fact, that concert is actually on the DVD for Pokemon the Movie 2000. Yeah, DVD. It was must have been one of the first DVD movies, actually. Back when DVD players were impossible to get. Well, that's why you would buy a PlayStation 2, because it was also a DVD player. Except all the disc drives went back. Anyway, an Immortal is being built. So he's kind of like gotten an idea that something funky's going on. Right? Like the Adept Shade can kind of throw itself. He's like, well, I see Marines, and there's a tank here. So it's not Stim. It's just a straight up like tank medevac 8 Marine rush. He wants to do 2 tanks with the medevac and then just move the rest of the Marines and go for, I can only assume is meant to be like a siege rush that isn't a siege rush that is not gonna be blocked by like blink or charge. Although if Rotterdam was playing in this game, he probably would already have both of those upgrades, because that's Roddy. So we'll see. We'll see. And yeah, I've heard a lot about that Hanzos as well, but even if it is better in many scenarios, it hasn't been the standard build for the majority of StarCraft, for the majority of this expansion. Protoss's advantage is in the worker count usually, so getting the later Nexus definitely impacts that. With 2 Immortals already out, I don't think these tanks can do anything. Yeah, he just right-clicks on them. And now it's just naked Marines with a medevac fighting against Adepts, a Stalker, and Immortals. And this is a very weird build from Special. I'm going to be honest. I don't really get it. It might be because of the latency. I think if he's in Korea right now playing on the Europe server, That's about as far as a human can possibly get. I've got about 147 ping is what mine says. So presumably there's a little bit of issue there, but this could be a quickly resolved series. Unfortunately, there's two bases for the Protoss. The Terran hasn't even started a tech lab to try to get stim, so I don't know how you're going to hold off a 3 Immortal attack like this when you don't even have stim. Now, it did get the medevac over here into the main, so Special's getting a little bit of momentum. However, I actually still think he might be able to snag the tank before he gets in somewhere safe and sieged. Without a prism, it will be hard to break the siege. Special. Okay. Well, just the time it's going to take to siege there. He blows open the depot, and he has to pull the SCVs. Okay, definitely a good move there. These Marines with the Liberator are doing work. They're doing their darn diddly best. Liberator's going to unsiege. He's going to try and move away. It's getting low. Okay. Well, he's still down 10 workers. He's down 10 workers. He doesn't have stim. He doesn't have any upgrades, actually, at all. I think his only move is to just pull everything, right? He's just going to pull everything here. What else could he do? Just bring the SCVs, too, while you're at it, honestly. I actually think he should bring his SCVs. This Liberator can at least try to do some zoning. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There's the workers. Should bring them all. I don't know why you think the game's going to go longer than this push based on what's on the screen. Liberator with full health does siege up here, so that's good. Gets a good start cutting off the head of the snake, as it were. He's going to see the third nexus. This is actually really important. Stalkers come in. He does lose one of them. That medevac's going to join up with the rest of the army. That's actually pretty important to keep that medevac alive. He doesn't have any others. The siege tanks, I definitely think he could get the third. There's no charge. He's just now starting it. So if he could, I mean, theoretically, if he could hit him with that, that would be really big. But, yeah. As for the conversation that's going on in the chat, yeah, Parting's the guy who brought back the Cyber Core first. I was very confused because I thought a bunch of people were cheesing me, but no, it's just the standard thing to do now. It's very hard to play against. Oh, the prism! The prism! He gets it with the Viking. That's massive. So the ability to try and do any shenanigans here on the part of Krystianer is definitely gone. He still has just an observer on the other side of the map. The rally point is a little bit borked. He's going to need to be careful with that. But, I mean, really what Krystianer is waiting on is charge. He wants charge. He wants to get charge, and then his zealots are going to clap some mad cheeks, and it's going to be really, 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 really hard to make this push work for Special. But he's down 0-1, and these are only best of 3, single elimination. So if Special loses this map, he's out of the EU weekly. Now, he does have a very good posture set, but there's a Dark Shrine also being made, so it's only going to get worse in time, and he's just waiting. He's waiting for charge. He's just waiting for charge. There it is. Zealots charging in onto the Marines now. I'm surprised that the Stalkers haven't actually tried to get that medevac. I would maybe land the Viking by probes or try to focus down the Stalkers with the Viking at the very minimum. There's not a lot of anti-air with this army, actually, for Krystianer. He just has 4 Stalkers, and a couple of them are quite heavily banged up, only have 90 hit points total. But look at this. He catches the tank rallying across, and he's saying, yeah, you've got to go. You got to push in right now. Biggest problem is that the bunkers are really the only thing that helps these Marines have any longevity. He doesn't have medevacs, so he can't heal his bio anymore. And all he's going to do now, yeah, just pound out the charge lots. The War Prism is, or excuse me, the Liberator's not actually covering the tank from any of the Zealots or anything from the natural. And Krystianer's just going to surround this, clean it up, and I think waltz his way forward to a 2-0 victory. I do not know what on earth Special could possibly do here to bring this game back, as the rest of his army out on the field has been defeated. GG! A 2-0 victory for the Protoss player. Very well done. Very well handled. Very weird attack from Special as well.